Good morning. It's St. Patty's Day, and I'm watching Question Period. It's just on a commercial, so I'm going to try to do this quickly. One thing on this SNL situation and Jody Wilson and all that, that for whatever reason, I'm very surprised that I haven't actually heard this wording on it yet. Everyone's on both sides of it, of course, but, and I'll get into that in a minute. The point I'd like to make, though, that I think is being missed is that everyone's saying, well, including Jody Wilson saying, well, no laws are broken and the system works. But actually, this is the part I want to comment on. I think the system now will not work. And the only reason it worked is that she was willing to stand her ground at the cost of her career, her dream job, and on all the pressure. And she is a liberal, so probably didn't enjoy causing problems to her own party, the whole bit, all that. But now, because they've got that law in place, and they tried to use that new law to have her change and stop the courts from prosecuting, they now have the law where they can do it deferred. All right, so everyone's heard lots about that. But the problem is, if she hadn't been the one in there, then they would have deferred it. They would have used the guy that they got in now that's basically going to do it the first chance he gets, or maybe because this one's so exploded they can't, but they'll do it down the road on another one then. So basically it has the potential with that new law to be politically motivated, the outcomes of these court cases, when it's convenient for them. That's why they put the law in there. So, we'll just charge them a fine and we won't charge them. Other countries are doing it and all that, but I disagree. The person that has to make the final decision then now for sure now has to be removed from being part of the political parties. So they can't be appointed by whoever's prime minister, whatever party it is, because if they're going to be appointed, and they're always points that they'll never ever appoint someone now that they're not sure that's in their left pocket. It's going to always be somebody that they can control, that will follow the lines of what the party wants. Therefore, justice will not be served for many people or corporations that deserve to have it served. So now they need to remove, and they say, well, we never removed in all the past years it's worked. Well, in the past years they didn't have this deferred. They didn't have this way for the person to step in and stop a court case, legally, for bribery, crimes, that kind of stuff. They didn't have that policy, which is why they slipped it in. So that hasn't been said. Now it's being said. And my own viewpoints on the whole thing, I think when you fire anyone because they do their job, that sucks. And it's kudos to her for standing up. But at the same token, a sad situation. So let's get it away from the parliamentary or the premier or the party in power. Let's get it out of their hands. Let's make if we want to have a rule of law country, let's make sure that they're separated and that people can't be unduly influenced or appeasing their bosses on the political side at the cost of the court side. So that's my opinion, and I'm really surprised it hasn't gotten out there. So hopefully I can get this somewhere where people actually listen to it and understand it. Take care. Bye.